So you just keep doing it. I'll come around and check with. Yeah, okay. So we're going to pair up, then I'll come around and check with you. See, once we work through a couple of things, and then we'll be moving very smoothly, right? So once we get things that organized, so let's pair up, get somebody by the whole height first. Yeah. Now we're going to go into a little bit deeper now about the footwork, right? The footwork is a half side step, right? So half side step is you go to your right side. Right? And then the thing is, another thing is that see, it's very hard for you to watch the fist coming in because it's impossible almost to see the fist coming in. So what you do is you watch the elbow, right? So for round punch. For round punch, the elbow will travel like 4 times slower than the fist because it's inside circumference, right? Say the punch is going around like this, right? So this point is traveling at least 4 times slower than that point because, you know, as I turn, this would be the inside circumference of that, all right? So it would be, you know, would be easier to see, and also you're going to make contact somewhere near the elbow anyway. So you're not watching somewhere that irrelevant, right? So once you jam the elbow, you jam the fist. All right? Okay? So try to, right? But once you jam that fist, right? Then you bring this down, and you can. And then you gradually learn all the footwork, right? I think the footwork is the most important thing in all kind of sports, especially in sparring or fighting. You've got to position yourself to an advantage. The next one we're going to do is one, right? So one, right? So from here, right? And then we bring this around two, right? So 1, 2, right? 1, 2, right? So just do 1, 1 and 2, right? So you've got catching from here, stopping it, the catching is going back, and stopping it and catching. Now, relatively, you've got from here, a punch comes in, and then stopping it, right? So this one, and then as you move towards this point, and strike over there. So if I do it the same side with you, right? So from here, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah.
You did the punch, right? See? Except he's stepping away.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm doing the wrong technique. Here.
You get that punch out like
Punch out like this one, like on the dummy.
like that.
Yeah, except he doesn't touch. Yeah. That's the advantage.
In the first technique we did, we moved to the right, right? So the second technique we did, we moved to the left, right? So you've got 1, right? You just sort of turn a little bit over, right? So avoid this punch, right? And then you move the left foot to the left, and then you're still dealing with the opponent in front of you. Right? So the first one we did was to the right. Right? We shift to the right. Right? So we have half step. We have learned half step going to the right, and half step going to the left. Right? Okay. So any questions? Anyone still not so sure about this technique? Yes.
This technique is trapping the hands between.
Yeah, between the this one and that one, right? So and then you turn before he could withdraw, right? You sort of catch him before you could withdraw. So from underneath. It's somewhere between the elbow and the, just on the forearm, between the elbow and here. Hacks out, yeah, hacks out.
Try give me shifting away, right? Shifting away. Like pull it down, right? Yeah. I think what we're trying to do is go by steps, but it's not
ask me to move the outside. Help me to move the outside. So this is another technique.
So a punch, well, it's like, I was looking at your hand, was it like straight in or just...
Yeah, yeah. The reason I do that because I keep my elbow inside, right? So that's why I punch like that. Okay? There's no difference to that. But there's a lot of difference to that. Okay? All right. Since we're going to move on to the third movement now, that the punch comes in from here, right? And I'm inside of his arm, and I'm moving outside, then, right? So from here, 1, right? 2, right? And then 3, right? So it is, I'll go through very, very slowly, right? 1, right? Now 2, not using this one to push him across, but using this one, beauty, right? And then, right? So, okay? So, using this one to get him across. So that one is to steady, right? Because at the end of, somewhere in this arm here, that's his arm, right? So I don't even have to look for his arm. All I have to do is just slide along my own arm, and that arm will go past me, right? Okay. Now, if he's foot here, then I step in here, step inside the stance, right? But not too close. Okay. So this is 1, 2, right? And 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 1, right? 2, yeah. 3. And then 2, right? Yeah. All right. I'll do it. Maybe we just watch here, right?
Quiet, please.
Now, a punch comes in, right? 1, 2, right? 3. Right? So, right. Okay? So that, right? That is to bring the arm across. Right? Yeah. Okay? Yeah.
Nothing is straight, so.
Now, step in now as you're doing that. As you do the view side, you step in. Watch my foot. As you do it. Right? As I do this, I step in. See? We're stepping to be the left one. So I'm trying that. Right? See? You gotta catch me in my elbow. Right? Still catch me. See, step away. Step and face the point of contact. Yeah. Now, come around. As you do this view sound, step in at the same time. Right. Hit. And then trap my elbow and punch on the disc. This way. It's like in the form. You see the towel? Just keep it here. Right here. That's it. You got it. You got it.
Alright, watch me do it. Catch it like that.
Right neutral stand. Right. This is.
I just push it out. Just push. When you use it, you face it like that. You don't face it straight on. So much target. Right? So you face like this. Yeah, little sideways, but still is a neutral space, right?
Why won't you put your leg against the other hand?
It's very good because when you land, when you put the foot, yes, and then you be in trouble, right? As soon as you touch the ground,
I'm coming in.
yes. No, but it doesn't do anything. So you only slow yourself down because you balance.
You put it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but if they're kicking, then we will put our leg in.
But once you control the arm, you cannot kick. Once you control the arm, you cannot kick. Right? Right? So you don't put your foot too close to the opponent. But when you land, it's very vulnerable. Right? So they can sweep you. So you have to worry about that. So it's better for you to put your foot away from that foot. Right? So but once you make contact, that's okay. All right? Now we're going to do, this is the foot that you kick. This is the foot that you kick with. So if you imagine your opponent's in front of you, right? Your opponent's in front of you, and you're standing like this. This is the foot you kick with. right? So from here, okay,
What part of the foot are you kicking? Excuse me.
all depends what part of the body you kick. All right. So you kick to the rib, you kick with the front ball of the foot, right? Or you could kick with the heel of the foot, right? If you kick to the groin, you can kick with the instep of the foot, right? And usually it doesn't have to be very, very high.
This kick you're showing us is where you want us to kick right now. To the ribs or to the other?
Or just the lower middle section. Okay. Right. So from here, right. So you point. Say for instance, right? You stand here. You point your toes. Right? Point this foot. Aim this foot to this target here. Right? Right. So if the attack comes from this side, then right? So you prepare this foot to kick. Okay. All right.
I'll do the handle after the kick.
Wait, honey.
What's the hand motion after the kick?
Oh, see, it all depends. See, if this is the punch, right? So you just cover, exchange from here. But if that is the punch, right? Yeah. You kick, then you follow through from there. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let's try this. So you get your weight balanced in the middle of it. So you've got to be careful using this foot. You move doesn't mean that your opponent has to move. Right? Your opponent's still there. Okay? So this is the neutral left side move, left side stance. All right? So when you do the neutral left side stance, you aim your left foot towards the opponent's, the midsection here, right? So you can, right? You can, as soon as he moves in, right? But generally speaking, that you cannot reach him until he takes a move in, right? Or you move in, right? He's out there. You cannot reach him, right? But he comes in to get you, right? Then you can do a counter. All right? Yes.
After you kick, do you step in with the same leg
Yeah.
and punch?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So sometimes you don't need to kick very hard because you want him to bring down his defense. Then you can attack to the upper gate. Right? So sometimes you can use that kick as a fake or as a lead so that he bring down his defense and then you can attack the upper gate, attack his head. All right? Is there any questions? So it leads to another point that I want to bring up is that means it's not very safe just go in and punch, or not very safe just go in and even grab the opponent's arm, because you have to worry about his kick and you have to worry about his punch. Right? So I have devised a technique that you enter so that you protect your body adequately. Right? So instead of like Malal coming in, right? So you have to worry about I'm going to kick him. Right? That's not very good. So he's standing there, right? Say if he's standing there, ready to kick me when I go in, right? When I go in, I use my this leg here as a shield, right? And then I don't have to. Let's get somebody who can do a front kick. This guy can't do a front kick. Now he's on the cat stairs, right? You guys don't kick with the front foot.
Oh, you want with the front foot?
Yeah.
Okay. With the front foot? All right.
So, right? So you're using that as a shield. So you don't have to bring the arm down to block the kick. Right? So let's do this technique. From here, we'll push this arm up first. Shift in. Right? Right. So using this as a shield, right? Protecting the lower kick. So you don't have to bring your arm
Jam
down.
it before it comes out. Jam the kick with this before it comes out. Or you just block it. It's like a block or it's a jam.
Well, to tell you the truth, that if they see you have this kick, this leg there, they won't even kick you.
But you can use it as a jam too when they kick. You use it as a jam to stop this kick before it comes. You understand what I mean?
I don't understand.
You know, when you kick me, when you're gonna kick me, I kick up the leg. Use it as a jam. You stop it. No? You just use it as a block in case it tries to kick.
Shield.
As a shield or
Yeah,
a jam?
it's a shield.
It's a shield.
Excuse me. Would it be practical to extend a little more forward instead of put the leg into the person's body if he doesn't kick? Like try to push
No,
him
you
with
lost
the
your
leg?
balance. You lost balance. You lost balance, right? So you want actually right? Because if I just move in, I have to deal with. If I just move in like that, I have to deal with the kick, isn't it? Right? And then this punch will go right on top of me, right? And I have to deal with the punch, right? So that's not very good. So what I do is, right? Right?
You're creating a...
I create a shield in front of me. All right? Yeah, I'm still getting the distance. Okay, so let's do it. Right? So you would normally push more balance, squash, right?
So when you come in, how are you coming in?
I just showed you.
I couldn't see you turn around.
You don't go to direct. It's like an exercise to develop reflex with your hands and your feet. The same way you do chi-sa with your hands, you do chi-sa with your feet. You use a bone.
Well, how you maintain balance?
Well, You gotta maintain balance.
Could you
gotta
show me?
shift your
Could you
weight.
show me?
I guess you should. I can't show you.
Well, I know your weight. Can you? Anyone can show me here?
Sticky
I
weight.
mean,
I went to the game here to learn.
Oh, they want to show us.
Close.
They want to learn sticky legs.
Cheese out. We want to learn some cheese out or
Cheese out, yeah.
your form.
Yeah.
That's
But
what we want to know.
I said, no, there's nothing like that. But,
Oh,
but
there's
somebody said yes, yeah. And then I want to see, but no one wanted to show me. All right. But I can't understand how you maintain balance. Can you show me? Show me. Show me. Well, all right, exercise. We won't say anything, right? So,
All right, somebody's coming now. Okay.
Going out to version of Chigar.
All right. Come in. That's one. Back up.
So the purpose is to what? To avoid you hitting him or
Yeah,
avoid.
avoid unbalancing me. In other words, if I have the outside, I can unbalance easy.
Look, you're outside here. What are you doing? So what?
I can't do it to you.
I mean, you be using all this strength here. I've been hitting you up here. That doesn't make sense. I couldn't understand.
What do you argue?
You say you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Is there a cheater?
No.
Is there any exercise for the legs that you do?
Huh?
Is there any exercise for the legs that you do similar to like she sounds?
No, you can't do it. How can you maintain balance? I can't understand. You can maintain balance. How can you maintain balance?
If someone is kicking at you, though, would this be useful? In other words, if
Oh
you
yeah.
front kick,
Arguing.
to
But
know how
not
to do
with this side. You're going to hurt yourself more than you hurt him if you do that with this side, right?
How you do that?
Huh? I never said I do it.
So there's no such thing as chiga, like you said.
Well, I said no, but well, somebody might want to argue with me.
How
But
about cheese out?
of course there's a cheese out. I can show you some cheese out. Yeah. I'm going to show you, right?
Or in forms?
Yeah. But you know, but let's clear up one thing that I don't know anything Qigong. I don't believe anything. Right?
I think they're trying to ask you, did Yipman ever teach Qigong? That's what they probably...
Nah.
Okay.
Another question. Have you ever heard of Qi Quan?
Qigong.
Sticky staff.
Quan.
Sticking staff.
Quan. Staff. Yeah. But that's different. I mean, that's with the staff. That's with the dragon pole. Qi rice?
Sticky rice.
I mean, the whole thing is not even connected.
Sorry.
There's a lot of confusion in Yip Man school in terms of all the different levels and all the different disciples. People trying to be on top and figure out their own things, maybe a lot of information they didn't have, and they tried to figure out
Yeah,
their own things.
there are a
That's
lot,
the reason
a
for
lot,
so many different
a lot like
types
that.
of Wing
Yeah.
What's the real punch? They say 1 inch punch, everybody says straight punch. Can you show us the real punch exactly?
Well, let me get rid of the myth of 1 inch punch, right? Well,
Quiet, please.
there's no possibility anybody can be thrown so many feet away with an inch punch, right? But what Bruce Lee did was, and he stepped in, and he using his shoulder. So it's not the punch that push one, the punch obviously push just 1 inch maybe, but his shoulder and his step would be maybe half a foot or even more, right? So what do you call that? It's got nothing to do with the punch, right? I mean, let me tell you something, right? Have you, well, if you can invent a 1 inch punch, you probably can invent a 1 inch volley. Volley, you know, for a tennis player like McEnroe, and he will use it because, yeah, why he would be hitting like this, right? So you must follow through.
So you gotta put your hip and your body and your shoulder.
Yeah, you must
through when you
learn
punch
how
it,
to
right?
follow through, right? So the inch punch is a myth, is a trick.
Did Bruce Lee explain it that way, or did he say that he was getting
Now,
power?
if you look at 1964 black belt, he did that 1 inch punch at a demonstration. You see that his shoulder was pushing, right? And the guy was sitting on the chair and double over, right?
So really the strength comes from the shoulder and the stepping. He's
Yeah,
not really
so
using
of
it
course,
to
you know,
do
his
the
arm is straight, so it looks
Right.
like an inch, but he's stepping in with the shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Could you spend some time on penetration and focus and things like that?
Like in
To get more power in
Yeah.
the punch. Can you elaborate on that?
No. Oh, yeah, you can, of course, you know, if you have a good concentration, good focus, good timing, right? And of course, you know, it will improve the power, the speed, right? But there's no way anyone can do that.
It's total looseness until the moment of impact or a second
What
before?
looseness? Are you still talking about an inch punch?
No, I'm talking about just the punch.
Oh, just a punch. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, if you're tense up, then that means your punch will be slowed down by the muscle formation, you know, in your arm, right? So you got to relax your muscle before you can actually, you know, put a good punch out, right? But a lot of people, that's not. They do two things wrong, right? One thing is when before punch, they all tense up, right? And then after punch, they pull straight back. So they pull back all the power they have, right? Like I said, you know, you haven't seen the tennis player hitting a ball like this.
Yeah.
They always hit it.
follow through.
Have you ever kicked a football like this? It would just roll 3 yards from you, right? You got to follow through. So those punches doesn't mean anything, right?
Through.
Yeah, you must hold it there, right? When you hit, when you're not hit, you better get back very
When
quickly.
does the ki or the strength on impact or a second before? Or
This yell.
Chi.
Uh,
Talking about chi. In Chinese it's chi.
Well, see, of course, you know, the force will follow through if you sustain your fist there, you know, to a certain amount of time.
when do you tense? Never?
First moment of impact.
10.
When do you...
Tighten up.
In other words, what he's saying is when you throw the punch, with your arm just dangling out there, he wants to know
When do you put the stiffness in?
when is the sensation.
Same thing we were talking about over there.
When
Oh,
turn the
yeah,
alpha
yeah.
and beta
So when you hit the bag, right?
Yeah.
When you hit the bag, right?
As it hits,
As it hits, right? Right? So, and also that, see, a lot of people, they hit, when they hit the bag, right? So they just aim at the bag, so they hit, right? 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 Okay? But you should aim further from the back here, right? Same thing if, you know, I'm not going to hit here. I'm going to hit further away so that the penetration will go through. Can you understand?
yeah, I understand that, but
Yeah.
when does the muscle come in? Or there isn't any?
Point of impact.
At point of impact?
That's when you turn your alpha to beta with it.
When do you tighten the tricep, is what he's saying? At impact or never?
Your tricep is being
You're not, he's saying you're not focusing.
the elbow extended.
You just follow through.
But you don't tighten it. You don't. You push it. You just push through. You don't tighten it.
But the fist is tight.
Oh yeah, the fist must be tight. Otherwise,
Arm is never tightened.
no.
Body is never tightened.
Oh yeah, your body. Well, because you're using the muscle, they tighten, but not for the sake of throwing that punch. Right?
So you don't try to tighten your muscles.
No.
You time just your fist and then you follow through. That's what you're saying.
Oh yeah. When you hit, when you miss, don't blame me, right?
Can you demonstrate the punch?
Demonstrate punch. Right? So you can follow through, right? Right? But if you do that, that's different. Right? Yeah, that is only a sting. Right? Right? That sounds very well if you start your shirt. Right?
Do you use a back fist?
Well, you can use anything you like as long as it scores, right? Because sometimes, let me tell you one instance, right? Bruce had this, had this machine that swings like this, you know, with a ball about this big. So swings like this, right? So one time, they have a group of martial artists there, and Bruce said, any of you can hit it, you know, within 5 seconds, hit it 3 times, you know. That's very slow, you know. 5 seconds, hit it 3 times, right? So this ball going like this, so everybody go, yeah. None of them could hit it 3 times, the most hit it twice, right? In 5 seconds. So Bruce, you say, you watch. Boom, 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 boom. He's hitting against the part of the ball, and these guys are chasing the ball. Right? So there's no way. I mean, you ask me, do you use a back fist? If your back fist is there, use it.
What's the defense for a side kick?
Yeah, we'll come to that. Yeah, we'll deal with against kicks and things. Yeah. Right. But with the punching, right? It's better to relax your arm, right? See, for straight punch, usually it's just a tricep you're using. Yeah. Right. So the tricep always very, very loose anyway. So yeah. For straight punch, either way you punch it, yeah, still using the triceps, right? Only the round punch that you're using the biceps, or the hook, you're using the biceps.
Do you develop penetration using a wall bag? One of those?
No. It's better to do with hanging back or a bag on the table, so you slide. Right, so you hit, you slide along.
It gives. You're trying to say that the bag gives then. Better not something standing still, something that moves, something that gives.
Yeah, so that, firstly, you learn how to follow through, right? And especially when you hit the bag that was shipped away, that you learn that you have to actually push, yeah? After you make contact, you have actually pushed so that, you know, so that the bag will be going away. Otherwise, you just hit, the bag's still there, right? All right.
Does that also develop the coordination?
The coordination of your punch?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because you're moving in with the coordination of your stance, with the walk.
What do you emphasize when you teach street value? You do a lot of sparring, or you just a lot of form and technique?
Well, street value, you have to see what you do is you take out maybe half a dozen good techniques, right? 2 for the upper gate, 2 for the middle gate, and 2 for the lower gate. And you practice, right? So you practice, then you are able to use them. Otherwise, if you have too many techniques, right? And then you build it up from there, right? So once you get familiar with those techniques, then you add on new ones, maybe 1 or 2, right? So you have your favorites there. And then any time that you can resort to that, right? Otherwise, you got all these fancy ones, and then in the real situation, you would not be able to bring them out. Yes.
What about sparring with equipment, gloves and masks and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, it's good, very very good training. But see, you have to learn, you have to know exactly what you're after when you spar. Otherwise, you just as an exercise, you don't get very much out of it. But you say, all right, I'm not very good at this upper quadrant here, right? So and I want to improve. So I get this guy to keep throwing all these round ones, So I can train my left arm up here, right? So or maybe footwork, yeah.
Would you use the same type of defenses that you would like for unarmed attacks against someone with a knife or?
No. See, with a knife it's different, right? With a knife, the principle about weapon is that the weapon, they attack your arm first, right? Attack your arm, so you pull your arm away, and they can get your throat or get your target, right? But if somebody had a knife that goes straight to my throat, then I have a chance, but doesn't mean that I have a chance, right? So with weapon, the guys usually, if he knows how to use a weapon, if you put an arm in front of you, he'll cut your arm. So you pull your arm away, he'll get your neck or get your face, right? So it's a different principle.
So what do you advise when somebody attacks you and he comes to cut you, you follow through?
Sorry?
Like if somebody cuts you in the arm, do you follow through? You don't pull back, you see? You don't pull back then, right? If you're gonna throw a block and the guy's coming with a knife and he cuts your arm,
No, I'm saying you don't put your arm.
Or you don't put it out, you stay at a distance.
No, you drop your arm, let him step here. Then I have a chance to disarm him.
So let him go to your body, that when he comes in, then you get him.
When they come to you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
The method of relaxing when you throw a punch, is that also applied to kicking?
Oh yeah. You got to learn. The follow through is actually it's come from the relax, isn't it? When you kick, right? There's 2 types. Generally there's 2 types. One is kicking from underneath up. Right? One is just picking it up and thrust. Yes.
I hear somewhere that you can do the sitting down 2x.
2x. 2x. Well, we'll just talk about that later. No. Slim Tao was to learn to train the stance.
I know, but I heard that you did it 2 ways.
No, not on moving Slim Tao. Yeah, you never move your feet, but you do learn to apply. Slim Tao is to get all the energy, concentrate on the elbow, right? Then you can use it from that point.
When do you, is there a technique where you come across with the back leg and use this leg
to attack?
Yes. Is that a technique? I think I've seen it in the book.
Move back a little bit.
It's not exactly what you described, but see, if you happen to be here, right? Then that would work, right? Because,
I see. You break the knee.
Yeah, but because I control, there's nothing over here. right? But if I'm here, here, is something here, then yeah, this doesn't work.
So if you can get
you gotta-
outside.
You got to control first, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between ki and chi?
Well, in translation means breathing, air. Chi means air. Hei means breathing.
And ki also is there?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Just different language.
Yeah.
Just different language.
Air. Breathing, right?
How do you apply it during the fight?
Well, you breathe out every time you hit.
No, but I would say you see demonstrations.
That's how you apply it.
No, I mean you see demonstrations of martial arts demonstrating ki, sustaining a lot of pain, blocking out our mind. Does
Yes.
that apply to chi or ki as you know it?
Well, you ask me how. You're asking me to represent those guys.
No. I'm asking you, is that ki and chi what they're doing by blocking
Well,
out?
they making it very broad, right? But and then they extend it to their concentrations and all that.
See, about the chi and ki, can both of them be stored in the dantian?
Yeah, you see, it's from the breathing, right? You train the breathing, right? So when we come to this world, first thing we do is we breathe out first, right? Then we breathe in, right? So that's why you get slapped in the bottom, you cry, you know, and then the first breath of air come out first, right? So in the breathing, you breathe, you train the breathing from down here. They call it the dantian, right? You breathe out first, and then you breathe in, and then breathe out.
Does the air, I'm sorry, does the air go to the dantian or what happens? Because
air.
the lungs over here, how can the air go to?
The tongue touching the upper palate is to nourish the system, right? When your tongue touching up there, your mouth water comes down, right? So when you exercise, you nourish the system, and that is the oldest way of qi or whatever you call it, right? Of training that you don't deprive your system, and the mouth water is the best medicine, natural medicines for you. So
Are you breathing through your mouth while this is happening?
no, through your nose.
What do you recommend for hand conditioning?
Some thịt cháo and
Well, what kind of exercises? Do you do specific exercises to build
you mean
to make your hands and your fists strong?
strong? Well, you got to do sandbags.
Sandbag?
Sandbags and with the medicines, with thịt cháo.
How about into the sand?
No. See, it's no good. You damage damage the tendons and the joints. Right?
Excuse me, getting back to Bruce Lee for just a second.
Yeah.
Today he's considered for many to be the best in the martial arts. Now, back then, like 73, how did traditional Sifu evaluate his ability?
See, he probably wasn't the best martial artist, but he was the fittest. Right? He was the fittest. Right?
You made a statement in Black Belt magazine that at the time of his death there was no one that could touch him.
No, I said pound for pound. I said pound for pound. Right? Pound for pound, he would be, in his own right, he would be one of the best fighters.
Did you personally ever spar with him and his son?
Yeah, I used to play with him with one arm.
Excuse me, Sifu.
I did.
Excuse me. When conditioning the hands on the sandbag, any particular decision you want the hands? Regular fist? Open hands?
Oh, you do palms, you do palms, side palms, right? Yeah.
They say, he talked about when you and him were young, you used to go out and challenges.
Challenge matches?
They used to challenge you, you know, when you used to go out.
Oh, that's a long time ago. You're talking about 25 years ago.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. When you used to go out, you talked about it in the book.
Yeah, yeah.
They say that the thing that made him strive a lot was you. He wanted to be up to the expectations that as good as you, or even better. They say that made him push more.
Oh, well,
is that true? Did he push more because he wanted?
Yeah, that probably inspires him.
Before he passed away, he really wanted to know how good he was. He wanted to meet you and see how good he was. Was that true?
Yeah, he had some. We had appointment. Yeah, we probably have.
I was reading the letter.
On the other side.
How was your relationship with him? Were you good friends?
Oh yeah, yeah. We were best of friends. Yeah, yeah. We were. Well, I knew him since he was 9 years old.
So you grew up. You kind of grew up together.
Yeah, yeah.
And you taught him. Did you actually teach him, or a lot of?
Yeah. Well, he trained. Well, he trained with my master for maybe 2 or 3 years.
Then your master taught him privately, or
no, it's just sort of a general class, and then in 1958. How old are you? You weren't born
26.
yet. You weren't born yet.
57. I was born 57.
1958, and he came over and trained with me for about 10 months.
How was he at that time when he trained?
Well, he was pretty good. He was, in fact, the reason that he wasn't allowed to train with the main school because he progressed so fast that all his seniors, or some of his seniors are very jealous of him and say, oh, this guy is not Chinese, not full-blooded Chinese. Yeah, he's got some part.
What did he rely more on, speed or speed and technique? They say because he was small, he relied a lot on speed and technique.
Maybe too much.
Well,
in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion,
he
he was a perfectionist, right? And every technique he does, he does it to perfection because he had the time to do it.
Right.
He's like doing it like 10 hours, 11 hours a day.
Do you recall what was the highest stage you reached before he left Hong Kong?
Well, he was pretty good when he came to States. He never lost one challenge match.
No, did he reach the third form, the dummy, or what?
Well, he learned Cham Kiu form and some dummy techniques, and but what he learned, he was able to apply.
No BUG.
No.
Was Yip Man a little upset with some of the new things that he was incorporating into his fighting?
Well, not just Yip Man, everybody a little bit upset about. See, Bruce is like opening a Pandora's box, right? So he sort of see in martial art we're talking about something of a discipline, respect. Traditional respect and all this, right? And then he's talking about doubting something that, and in those days it's not accepted.
So in those days you weren't allowed to teach anybody else, and the Master Yip, you weren't allowed to teach any foreign, only Chinese. It was there in that room, and everything that went out that room. Wasn't allowed to show.
No, not even Chinese. I wasn't even allowed to show my brother.
Yes, the master said you teach him. You wouldn't teach him.
No. Oh, I was helping him.
After he passed away, that's when you came out and started teaching.
Yeah.
How much has chess helped you?
Oh, strategy. Yeah. It helped me to. It helped me to get my patience. In fact, I was very much lack of patience, and it does help.
Like some stories you hear, or maybe I don't know if it's true or not. Did Bruce really use some kind of electricity machine or something that he put on?
In the later days, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah,
What was the purpose?
Well, I think because he didn't have that much time to train then. He was working too hard, so he still had to look in shape on the screen. So that was one of the replacement, yeah. By just exercise the muscle rather than the whole body. Yeah.
Who was Cheung? How good was
Cheung, he's my junior.
Was he good?
He would be more, yes. Seeing, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Bruce Lee then?
Second?
The real way Bruce Lee died?
Well, there's some controversy there. Well, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a glass of water. Okay, now this session we're going to do Qi Sao. How? Just give me an indication how many has done Qi Sao before. Well, that's good because the one that hasn't done can be shown around by the others. We're going to do something very, very basic first, and then we'll move on to. And by the end of this session, we should pick up maybe half a dozen move and counter move, and it will get very, very interesting. So let's come back to here, so that you can use it, use that, for to improve your fighting. Sorry. This is the Tan Sao. Tan Sao is the other reverse. The other is the Bong Sao, turn around, right? So the Bong Sao is come from a bird. When the fisherman hit the bird with the fishing pole, and the bird, the crane just throw up its wing, right? So the Bong Sao is like this, right? Although a lot of you doing that, that's wrong. right? Something like that. Right? And this is the part that you make contact. And then you turn around. This side is the cancer, right? This is the futsal. Futsal, if you have a dog at home, and when they get up doing the futsal, it's copied from the fox, or copied from a fox. Okay? When it gets up, sit on this relay and. This part is not like that. Right? It's not horizontal, but slightly turned a little bit, so that the part is away from your body. Right? You can see this part. It's away from the body. Right? If you twist this, okay, then you have to push me away, right? Like that. You don't have to, because the part is, that position, that's very important. Do everybody understand? It's not horizontal. It's like the diagonal, so that the path is away from the body. When you have the elbow in, right? See, when it's the elbow in, this keeps my arm away from you, right? But if your elbow's out and that goes in, right? But if that is horizontal, you have to keep pushing me away. Okay? Yes?
They maybe will move back and relax, give you some more air.
Yeah, and then people can see, right? Yeah. Good. So from here, right? When you do the tansao is slightly lower than the futsal, so that the arms can still occupy the center. Right? And then when you do the bong-sao is higher than the futsal. Right? So we just do the rotation like that first. So this is the okay. So we change over the other side. Same thing. Okay, so it's trying to get the other arm's elbow in. Okay, so, and then we pair up. Right, rotate together. One person on the bong side, one person on the time side. Okay, then we pair up. All right, so let's try.
Mrs. Cheung. Just hold the place. Right. You should put me in it. You'll never see me again. You know, this will probably be the only night you ever see me. So, yeah, Charles Luciotto, 242 Washington Place, Cliffside Park, New Jersey. Yeah.
So we're going to progress slowly, but we will progress, right? So now we're going to get on to the trapping arms. Trapping arms. Now, see if we see from here, this books out and the bounce out is on top, right? But cannot be trapped because this bounce out will be able to deflect the force if I apply to it, right? See, it's like if he pushes my arm down, I just bring my withdrawing this one, then you know I can. Right? So, but if I bring this box out a little bit over, right? Then, and I can trap these two arms, right? From this, right? So from here, right? Okay. So there, see that? So this arm is trapped, right? Okay. Okay. Huh? Right? So let's I was explaining, maybe you weren't here, that with that, you have to use force to push me, right? But that, you don't, because I already away from the body. Now I got it, right? So you don't have to push me, right? You have to push me. So you have to use what you learn in the sitting class. Yeah, each job. Each job. So you often get
Huh?
Because why? Why two hand? Why one hand? Can't get his two hands, right? He got two hands, just why one hand? Why one hand? Right? Unless it's very fast, that's the only way, right? But it's do it easy. Now, one hand beat two, right? This is a myth. It cannot be, right? Because it's too fast, right? It comes like this, right? Right? Then I can do it. Two hands, one hand beat two hands, right? But otherwise, it's impossible. It's too slow, right? Then it's two hands against two hands.
So we were just doing technique, demonstrate. But the brothers pointed out there's a lot of dead energy right here when you trap it. Right there, a lot of dead energy. So immediately,
Algo así. Un palo en la cabeza.
Because there was just one way to defend it, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's one way, there's other ways. There's many other ways. Right?
Yes.
Unlimited. I wouldn't say unlimited, but there's many other ways to do it. But that's one of the exercises.
Seesaw for a few minutes at a time. And then what do you do when one arm gets tired? If you seesaw and say one arm, like the muscle in your arm getting tired, tense up, what do? You can't keep going on. When you seesaw, and say you seesaw for like 10 minutes, and your arms are getting tired.
You change arm.
But suppose, what do you do for like, if your muscle's tight in your arm, what would you do? Just keep more practice, more technique?
Well, I don't know what you... Well, if you're tired, you're tired. What can you do?
There's nothing you can do about your muscle.
If you're tired, you're tired. I mean, you run 10 minutes, you're tired. What can you do?
It's from every time.
Do some more practice. Okay. Okay, now we can do the other trapping hand is from when you're here, right? You trap the other one, right? You push this across, right? Okay. So from here, so you trap the other one. All right. See, there's many ways you can set up an exercise, right? This is only one way to do it, right? Don't come tell me that, oh, there's the other way, the other way, the other way. Of course, there's the other way. There's also spaghetti for food. There's fried rice and, whatever you want. But right now, we only have time to do this, okay? All right. So you push this slightly across, and then you can trap. All right. Okay. So using the bones out, using the tans out from here, trap. I can still use two arms at the same time.
I mean, this would be for me to you. You're standing here. You don't do anything until I reach a certain distance. Is that right?
Are you asking me or telling me? Asking me if I use this? Wait.
I don't know. I mean, no. Do you believe it? Do you use it on me?
Oh, you're asking me? No, I don't believe it. I thought you were telling me. Let me tell you.
Oh, sorry.
So from here, he brings this arm around, right? So if you do a punch out, then you're already inside the defense, right? 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 So you just take a small step, and you're already inside it. Right? So from here, right? Just take punch out. See, already inside the defense. Grab me.
No, you grab your hand and he's gonna come.
Yeah, I'll grab.
Yeah, I'm going on the counter.
I grab. And then you shift. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this goes on top. You gotta release this shaft. Release that. Yeah. Yeah.
What you do is roll. Yeah.
up this far. Because the distance that he achieves is so great that this means it's hard.
Yeah. See, but then you see the difference of philosophy. Everyone's saying Wing Chun is straight distance Wing Chun, right? The other Wing Chun I study is circular Wing Chun. See? Circular has no beginning, no ending. So I don't have to worry about the short trips and then hit. It doesn't matter.
It depends on who you're bringing forward.
Right.
What was the technique Mr. Cheung demonstrated just a
You know
moment
the best thing? You know how many fights have you had? Street fights. That many?
Is to control the opponent's arm, right? And I want to bring out a point about the elbow. The elbow is very important. That if you learn how to reach the elbow, the gentleman, told me that everybody in New York, know a bit of boxing, and and they come in very fast. If you trying to reach from the fist, it's very hard for you, right? So you have to learn how to reach from the elbow, right? How to jam the elbow and how to control the elbow. Right? So, and in the chi sao, same thing that, sometimes you do the lap sao from the elbow, then you know that you have better control than you would have gone onto the hands. So any questions? You want to ask? Yes?
When is your book coming out?
Oh, we have some problem. The publishers lost some of the negatives. I have to redo them. But it will be out in, as soon as possible. But what I can do is, if you I can refund you the money, and then you order the book again when or one way or the other doesn't make any difference. But it shouldn't be much longer.
How about the movie that's supposed to come out? It'll come to the States?
No.
No.
Let's ask something more practical. About the eggs. 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 I'll do the eggs tomorrow. Today is rather out of the question.
And when they train you, those are some what you use to train legs, the kicking.
Oh yeah. So one exercise that we did, which is very unusual, was we chose a bamboo tree, right? And you tie the rope to the near the top of the bamboo tree, and you pull it down, and then you tie it onto the ankle, right? So the bamboo actually pulling your leg away, right? Then you learn, right? You learn to balance here as well as, and then after the kick, you got to learn how to pull back, right? So you learn the thrust as well as that. You actually train in reverse. The reason being is if you're hitting a bag, right? Like if you're running, you know that the more you run, the stronger your leg is and the slower your kick is, because you shorten the hamstring muscle. Right? And then your muscle becomes stronger and it moves slower. Right? So you learn exactly the opposite. When you kick, you relax your leg and let the spring pull you out, and then you train the pulling, right? So that your kick will get much faster. Right? Speed is power. Okay? And that is a very important training.
What are some differences in tournament fighting as opposed to street fighting in Wing Chun?
Tournament, street fighting, they usually jump on top of you. go on to, you know, yeah, in the street, yeah, it doesn't have any rounds.
Sorry, I didn't ask you on techniques.
Oh, on techniques. Oh. Well, I suppose, basically speaking, there's not much difference, except in the streets, you know, usually people, you know, just throwing left and right, you know. In the tournament, you know, maybe left and right, you know. I don't see any difference. In the training, you have to do, you know, well, the most important thing about martial art is you learn it, you have to digest it. If you cannot digest it, then it's not yours. Right? You know, do you understand what I'm talking about? Right? Yeah, like I said, you pick two very good techniques. Right? Two for the upper gate. People punch your head, you know, upper gate. Right? Maybe just this one and that one. Right? Just arbitrary, I'm choosing it. Right? Or, you know, and then two techniques for the middle gate and two, right? And then you train them, right? And you get your partner to attack you, right? And then you use them until you can use them. Then you build it up from there, instead of having, you know, hundreds and hundreds of techniques and you would not be able to use it like that.
Could you show us how to defend against, say, a side kick or a front kick?
Oh, yeah. You see, for side kick and front kick, defense against kick, you have to get very good footwork, right? So we have done, you know, for this session, we will be doing some more footwork tomorrow. But we have done, I just show you, going this way and going that way, right? The side step is, in fact, there's only a half side step, so half or quarter, whatever you call it. Right? The side step actually is pulling across, right, from the back, right? Pulling across from the back. Right? So, yeah, for the so that you're no longer behind the line of the attack. Yeah.
Are you planning on opening up a school here?
No. To go.
Have somebody open up represent you now?
No, I don't think, not in the nearest future, anyway, because, but we'll be running seminars, you know, see, martial arts should be, you know, more open-minded, that, you know, maybe a lot of things that you pick up in here tonight would not be useful to you straight away, but probably is new to you, and then that is an experience, yeah. It will benefit you, yeah. See, you should maintain an open mind. So a lot of this seminar is very good because you bring all walk of different styles together. You know, it's like a melting pot. You know, you otherwise, you know, you probably never met the other person that you've been training with tonight. You know, and the experience is very precious. Yeah. So you know, I think I'm sure that you know, everyone will benefit from that. Yes.
You mentioned before that if you build too much muscles in the leg, it gets slower. Would that apply for the arms? Would it be a bad training to do too many push-ups?
Oh yeah. See, the push-ups is not that much. A push-up would slow you down for sure, because you know, push-up, I think it's using the tricep and bicep, right?
What training would you suggest for the
to strengthen the arms.
Or to speed them up.
To speed up the arms. The exercise that I show you, that that numeric punching exercise, if you do that, right, and then you do it with a bag. You do it with a bag, right? You do it. 4, 1, and then you punch 1, 2, 5, 3 times.
How do you run your school? Do you keep everything traditional the way it was?
Yeah. But see, I have divided the course into 8 grades. Right? So that people know which way and all the medicine I took today is worn out. Yes.
Do you study acupuncture and guitar from Yip Man?
No, I didn't study acupuncture. But in the herbal medicine, and the pressure points come from in fact from they have a special pressure point chart.
What about Hei Gong?
Hei Gong, see, the Silim Tao is actually developing the training of the breathing, right? See, tonight, well, I'm not giving an excuse tonight, I'm a little bit tired. Tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow night, right? And I show you something that can develop from, derived from the training from the Silim Tao, and to do with the breathings and concentration and so on.
Other disciples of William Cheung, they follow Yip Man too, and then their forms are different than yours.
I used to teach them. I used to teach them the way. See, when Yip Man was learning, he learned from 2 masters. He learned from Chen Hua-shun and Leung Bik. Chen Hua-shun was reportedly over 6 foot, for Chinese, over 6 foot. And when he went to ask Leung Jiang to teach him, Leung Jiang was already teaching the 2 sons. His 2 sons are not, very big like normal Chinese. About this time. So Leung Jiang didn't want to teach Chen Hua-shun. So he eliminated the footwork to show them. So that's why, you can see that deliberately they point the toes down inside so that they cannot, once you do that, you cannot move. And then the tanza is very low because this person is so tall. So you can learn that version from him. And then after Chen Hua-shun died, he went to Hong Kong, met up with Leung Bik, and learned another version, from Leung Bik. He went back to Pat San, and his eldest senior, Hong Jong So, was there, and all other senior were there. And Yip Man showed the new versions, they dispute with him. And in fact Yip Man in the end had to chase them out of Patsan. And Jong So eventually left Patsan and went to Malaysia. And there's some people that left, went to Taiwan, so we got all different, But But the version that Yip Man was originally teaching in Hong Kong was the version that he learned from Chen Hua-shun.
Did Yip Man ever talk about Yun Kei San?
Yeah, Yun Kei San, yeah. Yun Kei San, his nickname is Yun No Jia. Yun Kei San was Yip Man's Sijia. And he was Jong So's student, right? So when Jong So left, Yun Kei Sang was following Yip Man, but Yip Man never taught him anything, but was with Yip Man all the time.
Excuse me, you know Jiu Wa?
Jiu Wan?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know Jason Lau?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know him, but I heard of his name.
Who is Jiu Wa?
Jiu Wan learned from Yip Man.
Yip Man?
Yeah. Jiu Wan is my junior.
Could you explain briefly a little bit about the training that you receive, what type of training you should be getting from those who are Cheung William Cheung? Or what degrees have those three forms of training?
Oh. See, shooting our form is give you the correct movements of your arms, and also train your stance. The training of well, the breathing, you know. So that you prepare from the cylindrical form to go on to Chi Sao, the two-arm Chi Sao, and then from two-arm Chi Sao you extend it to sparring, right? The wooden dummy technique. But before you can do that, Cham Kyu is to train you to be able to move with your, to search for the bridge, to move, right? So they train your footwork. And from Cham Kyu, and then you apply the Cham Kyu